after that, I went and saw the movie Fences, the new Denzel Washington movie. That I'm actually surprised I got because, like I've said in the last few months, my movie theater refuses to play like award season movies like this usually. Or like I'm very fucking shocked. Like I like we're getting this. And I'll talk about we're getting a few more coming this week, which I'm very surprised about. And I'll talk about that at the end of this review. But I this was a movie that I just from the cast alone I was like, I'm sold. I don't fucking care about what this movie is about. It looks like your kind of stereotypical family drama, but it's got Denzel Washington and Viola Davis, two really great actors who can carry a goddamn movie, and it's based off a play that they used to star in like years ago, and I was like, all right, whatever. Like I said, it looked really good from just the cast sheet on this fucking thing made you go, oh, I gotta see this shit. Yeah, it's a good movie, a really fucking good movie. This deserves all the praise it's getting. It's a really, really good movie, really well written, directed, everything about it. It's really good. It's a really damn good movie. Denzel Washington probably should get an Oscar this year. I would say he's probably a front runner come Oscar time. I would think, at least. Goddamn, was he really good in this movie? Like this is like it's funny because like in this movie he can be charming, threatening, chilling, charismatic, all in one fucking movie. Like he is really good in this thing. He's a guy. He's basically this garbage truck driver who used to be this former baseball player. It takes place in the 1950s, Brooklyn, New York. He used to be a baseball player for the Negro League, who never really got a chance getting to the big leagues. And he, because of that, he kind of, is kind of a self-loathing kind of person who drinks all the time and has his own personal demons. And he has his wife, Viola Davis, who is really great in this movie, too, and definitely going to get an Oscar nomination, too. Probably a front runner, too, for Best Supporting Actress, I'm sure. I'm all for Viola Davis finally getting her Oscar. She hasn't got one yet. I know Denzel has got one, but fuck, like I said, I'm pretty certain that out of the performances I've seen this year, I haven't seen Loving, which I really want to see, but I can't really think of anything else that would come close to like beating Denzel in this category. Honestly, it's really good. He's really good in this movie. Man, he's like man. He just knocks it out of the park. I give him like a lot of fucking credit. He's one of my favorite actors alive today, and he continues to be because he's just so charismatic and likable, but also can be fucking chilling and fucking frightening, and which he is in this movie too. Like I said, Viola Davis is great. The chemistry between the two of them are great. I love the old man. I forget this guy's name. I've seen him in a million movies before. He's been in like a lot of movies. It's one of those guys, like supporting actors that you see in a lot of movies. It's his neighbor that lives right across from him. That is in this movie. He's really good. Like just the interaction. This movie you could tell is like a stage play. It used to be a stage play because it's all dialogue. That's it. It's just talking about life, shooting the shit, talking about, how different generations raise their kids. It has like its kind of own stance on it. About family, what family means, what being a man means. It has a lot of talk about a lot. Like I said, this whole movie is like I said, you can tell it used to be a stage play because most of the movie all takes place in one setting. whenever they're talking to each other. They never change scenery usually, and when they do, it's very briefly. It's a really goddamn good movie. Like I said, it relies on a well written script, and this movie is really well written and really good performances. If you didn't have that, this would not work. But also, man, oh man, I did not know this going in, but I don't know if anybody else knows about this, but halfway through about 20 minutes into the movie, you're introduced to Denzel Washington's brother in this movie. It's obvious, like, he's mentally challenged or whatever. Like, you first don't know he's his brother, but they say it after he gets introduced. That's his brother. He, like, believes that he has seen God and been to the pearly gates and met God. And he tries to chase away hellhounds that are on the street that are coming after him and shit like that. Imaginary hellhounds and stuff like that. And then you find out, like, half his head has been blown off during World War II, and he has a steel plate in his head, and that's why he's all fucked up, you know. And that's why he's all mentally not there. And it was really fucking distracting because as soon as this character pops up on screen, I went, oh my god. I'm going to take a guess who the hell plays his brother in this movie. Just take a fucking guess. Oh, wait a minute. If you guessed Bubba from Forrest Gump, you're correct. I lost it. I went, holy fucking shit, Bubba. Again, this is the second movie. Like, I was cracking up. Like, this motherfucker has been in a lot of it. Like, this is the second movie of this year that I've seen him in. In The Purge. And I'm like, man, he's one of those actors I forget that has been a lot of shit. I never recognized him until now as Bubba. And again, as I said this many times before, Forrest Gump is one of my favorite movies of all time. How the hell that I don't recognize Bubba is beyond me. God damn it, he's one of my favorite. Like, he's a really good actor. He's really good in this movie. He doesn't, like, I hate using the word retard, but he doesn't go full retard like in like Robert Downey Jr. says. And I keep using that phrase. I probably should come up with a better phrase than that. But like, he doesn't make it offensive. Like, he is like, he's a great character in this thing, and he does a really good job. I just found it really fucking hilarious that he's a World War II veteran. That because he's, you know, most famous for playing Bubba in Forrest Gump, he's a World War II veteran that got his head blown off, and he's mentally challenged. I'm not saying Bubba was mentally challenged, but I'm just saying, I'm like, it's kind of fucking. I found it kind of hilarious and ironic for some reason. I really highly recommend this movie. It's again like another movie where I really not have much to say about it other than go fucking see this movie. It's really hard to talk about a movie you like more than a movie that you hate, because really I don't want to spoil much about it because it's really good. I really highly recommend it. It's really well written. It is a long movie, I will say that. I was pretty tired. I had just gotten off work when I went to the movies, and this movie's like 2 hours and 15 minutes, well, maybe a little bit, almost 2 hours and 20 minutes long. And after seeing, like, Sing and then seeing this, I was pretty tired, I'm not gonna lie. And, like, towards the end, I was kind of getting really, really tired. I was like, man, is this movie gonna end? And, like, it wasn't like I was not like I was bored. I was just like, and I just want to go home and go to bed right now. It's like, come on, movie, end anytime soon. But I still, would this make my top 10 list? I wouldn't be surprised if it does. It's gonna be kind of hard. Like I said, I really don't know, because like, it's really hard to predict. Like, I got 2 more weeks to do a fucking top 10 list. I can't even tell you what the hell's gonna be on. What is on my top 10 list? I can't even tell you what number 1 is. It's been that kind of a year where I can, and it's not really saying like praising this year. It's really like I really don't know. I really don't have to think about it. I've tossed around a few ideas, but I still haven't seen like movies like Silence, La La Land, and stuff like that yet. So I'm holding out until I see those. As far as trailers go now, I was bitching about the trailers with Sing. I gotta kind of bitch about the trailers with this movie, The Zookeeper's Wife. Look, I made a comment about a while back about how the Holocaust is making a comeback in fucking Hollywood. I made that as a joke. I'm pretty certain that it's not a fucking joke anymore, because I swear to God, every fucking movie, every year now, we get two kinds of movies all the fucking time. Tell me we don't. One, you either get a few about 1950s or 1940s and 1960s and black African American women or male or woman who has to struggle with racism and all that shit like that. We get that a lot nowadays. Holy fuck, do we get that. And then also we get movies about the Holocaust every fucking year. This is another example. It's a story about an untold true story about... God, I hate that phrase so much. The untold true story about a woman who takes in a bunch of Jews to hide them from in 1939 Poland, and she's a zookeeper and she loves animals, and I'm like, and it's Jessica Chastain, which that's great. Also, Daniel Brühl is a fucking Nazi again. Is it like a rule nowadays that if you're fucking German, a German actor, you have to play a Nazi? Like, Daniel Brühl was a Nazi in fucking Inglourious Basterds. This is like, just because he's German, does he have to? He's a great actor. Like, what the fuck? Like, Hollywood, fuck you, Hollywood. God damn. I'm like, how many stories about the Holocaust do you need to fucking tell? It's the same fucking story over and over and over and over again. Yes, it's something that you don't want to forget about, but fuck. Like, it's hard to fucking forget about it. I don't think anybody anytime soon is going to forget about the Holocaust. It doesn't look bad, but it's just like, God, I'm sick of these movies. Like I said, I also got the Hidden Figures trailer. Like, I've gotten that trailer fucking nonstop. I'm sick of seeing that trailer. That luckily comes out this week. Underworld Blood Wars. Don't care. I'm not seeing it. Fuck that movie. I'm done with Underworld movies. The series needs to die already. I don't care. Moving on. The Shack. What the hell is this? The Shack is a movie about a guy who's what was it? Sam Worthington. Who's on a camping trip with his kids. His daughter goes missing. His daughter ends up being found dead in a shack. He goes through deep depression because of it, and he all of a sudden gets a mysterious letter from somebody that tells him to go back to the shack. And when he goes back to the shack, he starts seeing imaginary people like Octavia Spencer and somebody else. I don't know what the fuck is going on in this trailer. Like, is this like Collateral? This is probably gonna be Collateral Beauty bad. I've heard about how bad Collateral Beauty is. I called it, people. I knew that was gonna be shit. Guess what? It was shit. So I'm like, oh god, like that looks so bad. Like, oh my god, I don't know what the fuck is going on. I did not know what the fuck was going on in that trailer. I don't know. What the hell was that trailer? And it's like a movie made by Tim McGraw and Faith Hill. I think Tim McGraw's in this movie too. I don't know. I don't know. And then, to end on a good note, I get the new trailer for Dunkirk, the new Christopher Nolan World War II movie. This looks like an epic piece of film. It does. It looks like a movie I should go see on the fucking IMAX screen. I think it's meant to be for IMAX. This looks really good. Don't really know what the story is about. I think it's like a bunch of soldiers that get abandoned or on an island or something. I forgot the hell. I don't know what the story really is about, but it's probably gonna be like 5 hours long. As long as like Nolan doesn't make it over convoluted like he usually does nowadays. I love him as a director, but goddamn, his movies are over convoluted. But I'm looking forward to that a lot. Anything with his name on it, I usually go see instantly. That's as far as fences go and the trailers go. I'll be back later this week. We are getting a Monster Calls, Hidden Figures, and La La Land. I'm really shocked I'm getting all three of those, especially La La Land. So I'm going to go have reviews of that in the next about next week or so. And until then, I will talk to you guys later.